Yo! Video games.
Agrabah! Oh god. Look at him, look around. Hawks do eat the shit out of snakes. I'm gonna burn all over this bitch. I think if Simmons is ever fucking depicted in anything, he needs to be a bird. He needs to be like a fucking like a condor. Or some shit like that, like a big fucking California condor.
You know what's so fucking weird, because ever since we started doing that from the Garage Warrior days, with
which has been there for, we did it way before we were even streaming or doing anything.
Like I find myself like in real life, I'll just see like a big fucking fat gaggle of crows like it's at my work, and I'll just sit there going like, bird,
and then run into a bird.
Like it's almost a bad thing.
My greatest bird moment was when we were walking back from the Microsoft area at Comic-Con, because it was like a half-mile distance in between that, it was hot, and this dude shows up behind us, and Jessica's like, Max, look behind us. And I swear, this guy was simply cosplayed as a bird. Like, he was just a bird. Like, there was no armor or, like, any specific like, details that would bring him towards the fiction of something. No. It was a bird face with wings. And he would stop and he'd just raise his fucking wings with his big bird face. 23rd Drake! Thanks, dude! Enjoy your Benny face, sir, and our speak of birds. So this guy, and then he would stop and like go on top of a hill and like do that pigeon look, where his like head would like bob left and right and shit like that. I was fucking dying. I'm like, that dude is cosplaying a bird. Simmons versus DSP for $5. What?
Who's DSP?
Like a headset? Phil. I think that's Phil.
Phil?
Yeah, he's been doing playthroughs for a long time. This guy wants you to fight him.
I thought it was like a headset or earbuds or something like that.
Oh yeah, they're Astro DSPs.
Yeah.
Good. Andy's Bruin 88. Thank you, Andy's. Much appreciated, dude. We'll use $5 to kill this fuck with his weird wiggling fingers. So yeah, what I want you to do desperately is like to cosplay a fucking bird.
Well, me to cosplay a bird.
You should scream it. Like you when bird! You're like going to places and shit. It would be pretty fucking funny. If you had like the wings and everything.
It would seem kind of self-defeating for me as a bird to say bird.
That's the funny part though.
Like for me, bird is like a summon or like, you know, when you're like retarded and like you walk around outside and like some like, you know, some 50-year-old like service workers holding you by the hand, and you see like a crow, and you go bird, you know, and she's like, yes, Johnny, that's a bird.
It's kind of true. It's kind of true. So I think what I really wish is that you were there when that guy was walking around.
Oh yeah.
Bird! Just run up and fucking tackle him. Mewtwo Kurosaki, $15. Thank you very much, dude. Kurosaki.
I suppose coming here has given you a second wind.
The bird. Bird is a word.
Who are you? And don't you dare say my long-lost sister. Sister, you've quite the active imagination. You and I once fought for the jewel upon the crown of...
I'll be honest, I don't know what... Well, I know what the fuck's going on now because I've seen Bloody Fate, but...
Oh, you actually saw the movie?
Yeah. Otherwise, I still would have no fucking clue what's going on in the story of this game.
I think it's the only downside, and it's not even really a downside because the game is so much fun. But yeah, the story's a little...
I mean, it's there if you want to, like, fucking dig into it and figure it out. I just don't care.
Pretend this is hype. Put in $10. Good to see you guys streaming. Thank you, dude. Gun kata.
Literally.
$5 from Bird! We need more bards in life. Simmons, you would love the movie. I think it's The Last Guardian? No, it's not The Last Guardian. It's, oh, it's
no, Max.
a game that doesn't
Max,
exist.
that doesn't exist.
It was the Zack Snyder Owl movie. Mad Cat MK6, thank you,
Guardians
dude.
of the Gahul?
Legend
of the Guardians.
Legend of the Guardians of the Gahul. Yeah, that movie. That's nothing but bards.
Zack Snyder's Bird movie.
I watched it. It's very good visually.
I remember I had to give like a test to one of my students on that book, because I do like I have like a book program.
Look what Line X put in there. Last Guardian with like a death symbol after it.
To my advantage.
Like the books are kind of crazy though. They're kind of like really fucking dark, even though it's about fucking owls.
The movie's okay. I mean, it looks. It's like every other Zack Snyder movie. It just looks really good.
Yeah.
Cue the music. Yes, Matt is a teacher of bards! He'll teach you all about bards. And nothing but. Crazy Ace in KT! Thanks, dude! You're fine, you're doing okay, you're doing okay. She's doing flips and shit, but you're okay. She's like one of those dudes in Gunblade that's trying to avoid your gunfire. Bird of Hermes, thanks, dude.
Bird of Hermes.
I know Bird of Hermes, but it's actually spelled B-I-R-D, but he switched it. He switched it to the greatest spelling. See, I like the spelling of bird, like, which is the dumbest way you can spell bird with a U, is the exact same reason I spelled the word dude with D-O-O-D, because it's the most ridiculous and funny way to say dude. Dude!
No, that's because you're a big Disgaea fan.
That's exactly. Simmons fucking nailed it. I love Disgaea so much.
Someone will think you're serious.
And everything about that anime, I love. When it came out on the SNES, I was such a happy boy. And when the OVAs eventually hit, I became a happy man.
Afraid of something?
What's Disgaea? No, I know what Disgaea is. Disgaea is like Final Fantasy Tactics, right? It's a.
Max played Jet Force Gemini.
We actually can now. We actually have we shit you not. We had to get a $400 capture device to stream Jet Force Gemini. I'm not kidding you, but it happened. We have it now. It can. We have the technology. And for it not to look like total shit.
She turned into a bird.
She ran away.
Yeah, I turned into a fucking butter.
Birds
I turned into bats.
Birds just run away. Yeah, I was playing a lot of games like right around the PS2 era, especially. So I know what this guy is. I know there's a second one as well.
There's like,
but I didn't realize that the little penguins were called dudes.
Amazing.
I had no idea. I do know that the word dude means death in like Dutch, which is completely unintentional. The spelling of dude is the most ridiculous California-ass way of saying dude possible. There's no other hidden meaning. What statue did you get?
the girl.
You got Tiny Netta. More girl! Viper Swift 23, Max played Metal Gear Rising. Oh, we did that shit. I played that game actually multiple times. If before the highlights are removed on Twitch, if you actually check Twitch's previous broadcasts back in January of this year, you can find me fighting the last boss. Flying Ace 1, $10. Thanks, dude. Holy shit. Holy shit. Simmons has the power right now. I'm gonna go Call of Duty on these guys. So, Simmons, call the AC-130. It'll be much easier. You don't have a time limit, so take your time. Go for head shits. You're doing pretty good, actually. Doing pretty good, actually. You're on a 4-kill streak right now. Calling the Predator. Fuck! Almost got the Harriers, dude.
What the fuck?
Now we boned.
Oh, shit. Oh.
Ah, that sucks.
Round over.
Not that bad.
91 points.
One other reason why Bayonetta and a lot of games like it is good is because there's a lot of variety within the gameplay. And I think the only complaint about the variety in this game is I think the motorcycle sequence goes on a little long.
Motorcycle
The
and
outrun
the,
sequence?
Yeah, and the
It's
missile
actually-
sequence.
It's actually it's more Afterburner.
One's Afterburner, one's Outrun-ish or
Kinda.
something.
It's been a while, so it's like 2009 since I played this game. So. Oh, Echo's asking, do you think Troy Baker is taking Hamill's place as the voicing the Joker?
Probably.
Yeah. I've heard that Troy Baker, right?
Yeah.
That guy's name comes up a lot when it comes to VO. Is he Nova? Was he also Jake in RE6?
Jake. He's
So he is Nova.
He's Jake. He's Booker.
He's pretty much the everyman, everyone.
Joel from Last of Us.
Okay, so yeah, he's gonna be. He was another big character that was coming up in something fairly soon.
He's Ocelot in Phantom Pain.
That was kind of a big one. It was something else, like another main character. I can't remember what it is, but yeah, he's a good power of the Nova Force. You know, he's not a bad Jake. 777 from Anonymous. That's a lucky ass donation. That's a lucky one. Thank you very much, dude.
Tear down that wall.
I had this. There was this moment of realization at the end of Jake's campaign in RE6 when we were playing it, where he says a line that's exactly the same as Nova, and he didn't change his voice at all for Jake. By the way, it sounds exactly like Nova. And when he delivered it, I was like, "Wait, what the fuck? I've heard this before."
Yeah.
And that's when I came to realize, "Oh shit, he's Nova! Holy fuck!" Yeah, he's the new Nolan North. He's the new Steve Bloom. He's getting a lot of work, that's for sure. Good to him. He has a good voice. Plays a good guy.
I was wondering if they were gonna show like tease something with like Nova in Guardians, but it didn't fucking happen.
I actually was looking up on that. Somebody posted it on Reddit, and somebody was asking like, so when's a Nova or Nova Corps movie gonna happen? And he said that he doesn't particularly like the Nova Corps or Nova at all. Like he finds them super boring.
Who?
The director of Guardians.
James Gunn?
Yeah. And he was saying how the Corps themselves make an appearance because it's necessary because it's around the plot.
Yeah.
But Nova himself was not going to be in the movie because he just doesn't. It was pretty much the equivalent of Sam Raimi saying I don't like Venom, so he fucked up Venom, you know. And he just did it because of the fans, and I think Nova's a cool character, but he's just a Green Lantern, you know. I know so little about Nova, I probably shouldn't even be talking about this.
Yeah, I really don't know anything about Nova either. I know way more about Green Lantern.
I do think he's a cooler version of the Green Lantern, though. But I do like that there's multiple different Green Lanterns.
Yeah, I wouldn't say he's a cooler version of the Green Lantern because the Green Lantern's not been done well on film.
This is true. Yeah, Ryan Reynolds. That's
He's
CG.
not a bad choice for
He wasn't.
play it.
No, it's just that the movie itself was.
A train wreck.
It's funny how I feel I saw the Green Lantern in theaters and I didn't think it was
I
fuck.
love this counter. Look at this.
Jesus Christ.
Oh,
Let's go to Vegas.
punch the
Holy
shit out of you!
fuck! 550 gigatons! Like how it follows her down and she crushes its face. How is it not dead? Give me a break.
Dinger! Who's the other one?
So yeah, I don't know. I think those movies can be okay. It's just gonna take a while. These guys are straight giving me House of the Dead 2 vibes. Remember that? Remember the like the blue
Hydra?
the Hydra monster? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, Mutant Hunter is saying you're right. The Nova Corps are pretty much the Green Lanterns of Marvel Comics. Well, I mean, they all did that. Like DC had that issue of something where it had like a Wolverine. It had a Wolverine character in it in a DC comic, right? It was literally Wolverine, but he had a different name and slightly different costume. Bird is eating tonight. They've always done.
I don't
stuff
think
like
he
that.
was. I don't think it was like Slade Wilson and Wade Wilson,
No.
Deathstroke and Deadpool.
That shit. Is
Like that was just kind
ridiculous.
of like okay. Which Deadpool is the copycat actually. But character-wise, they're completely different. Like Deathstroke's like a villain and
Yeah.
a bad guy.
Well, Wade Wilson is like the anti-hero weird guy.
Yeah.
You know, it kind of fits that he would copy a comic book of a rival comic book company. You know, that fits Deadpool, which is kind of funny.
What'd you think of the Blur Studios Deadpool movie?
I don't think it was bad. I thought it was. I thought the jokes were okay. They weren't like hilarious, but just seeing Deadpool beat Deadpool, you know, in kind of like good-looking CG, I thought was pretty awesome. Patrick Shotaro, thanks again, dude. $10, damn. Thanks, Pat. But no, I thought they did a good job. I thought the CG was fairly convincing. It was old too. Like, it looked a few years old.
I think it is a few years old.
Mostly because like the Gwen Stefani song was like hot way back in the day. So I don't know.